I'd like to, first of all, ask how many people here have attended every event in the series? Show of hands. Oh, thank you very much. Well done. How many of our audience tonight has attended more than one of the series? Excellent. Again, thank you very much for that engagement and involvement in what we're presenting. Very briefly, my name is Bonnie Gable. I'm instructor of speech here at the college, also the director of the, might I say, National Award-winning Forensics Program. More specifically, fifth in the nation, results from our most recent national tournament. And to tell you about the program this evening, brief words of welcome, which again, I appreciate you following our series. This is the first attempt of its kind that we've done here at the college, and your support and your continued support throughout this series has been invaluable. At the end of the program this evening, we are going to present feedback sheets, and we very much value your input. So any reactions you've had, things that you wished for that we had done differently, things that you would like to praise that we did do well, we'd certainly like to hear from you. And more importantly, this series is going to continue along in the future. So hot topics that you would like to see examined in this format, where we can go in depth and explore many facets of these topics and issues that are relevant to ourselves and our communities today, would be very helpful to get that input from you. So please take a couple of moments at the end and fill out those forms, which will be passed out later. So tonight I'm going to start off by giving you an overview of what we're doing tonight. And what we are going to be doing is called parliamentary debate. Do I have any former debaters here? Okay, excellent. Not coincidentally, these are our debaters this evening. So since you raised your hands, I'd like us to welcome Joe Cusimano and Chris Cox, who are former and current members of the, again, award-winning National Champion Forensics Program here at the college. Just so everybody's on the same page as we go through this evening, I'm going to explain the format of parliamentary debate. So I'll spend about 10 or 15 minutes kind of talking you through, giving you a brief overview so you understand what the format is, what the rules are, and I think more importantly for you, what your role is going to be tonight through this activity. And we will then take a quick refreshment break. Once again, as we've had throughout the series, coffee is being provided by Conscious Cup, compliments or through the liaison with Chef Thomas, another committee member here at the college. There'll be light refreshments. When we return to the conference center, you will hear a brief nutrition lecture by Elaine Whalen, who will instruct you in the ways of good nutrition and what some of our options are. What that is going to allow us to do, it's going to allow our debaters to prepare themselves to get before you and debate the hot topic of the evening, our food fight. So, with having given you the overview, once we commence with the debate, we'll end as usual with an informal discussion. We'll take your questions, your feedback. As always, we're live streamed through the Northwest Herald website, and we will again take questions as they come in live stream as well. In addition, this program this evening will be archived through the MCC website, and you can at a later date click on and review the highlights of this evening. All right, so getting started, I would like to briefly give you an idea of who our speaker series committee is. We have Todd Culp, instructor of history and political science, Deb Vierek, instructor biology, myself, Bonnie Gable, instructor of speech, Marla Garrison, biology instructor, Jim Gould, who will be one of our esteemed faculty members, brave enough to face the students this evening, instructor of philosophy, Christina Haggerty, our director of marketing and public relations, Ted Hazelgrove, our English instructor, Matt you're here, aren't you? There you are, our art instructor for Two-Dimensional Art Studio, and Tony Mixka, our vice president of academic and student affairs. Many of our committee members are unfortunately tied up at the board meeting this evening, otherwise they would have loved to have joined us for the event. All right, now on to telling you about parliamentary debate. Parliamentary debate is meant to be a very accessible form of debate, something that is engaging to an audience. So what we look for is a well-informed citizen. Believe it or not, we're going off the cuff, more or less, with the teams that we have this evening. In other words, they have consulted no encyclopedias, they have gone to no Google search engines. or any such measure to prepare themselves for whatever topic they're going to be presented with this evening. So they're going to go off of their level of general knowledge. And of course, being associated with MCC, we know that they all have a very high level of general knowledge. The style of speaking will be extemporaneous. And what that means is that, again, there's nothing memorized, nothing prepared, nothing written, researched in advance. So we truly are going to hear some people thinking on their feet. The emphasis of parliamentary debate is basically quick thinking, being witty, on your feet, being able to engage in clash and enjoy the structure of ideas, use your logical analysis and reasoning, rather than having invested years and years of deep research in the study of organic fruit flies, for example. So we're really going for a general breadth of knowledge, and we're going for logic, reasoning, wit, and structure. And finally, the debaters, after they're given their topic for tonight, they're going to have, maybe a little bit better than 15 minutes actually, to prepare their case, that being the government preparing the case for the debate. And they will have no Google search engines, again, no access to outside information. So let me explain the format. There will be two teams of two. So you see on stage, there are seats on one side and the other. One side will represent the government, one side will represent the opposition. They will be given 3 resolutions, and the peanut gallery, that's what we affectionately call you. By the way, you're the audience, so you're our peanut gallery. You will choose which topic you would like to see the students and faculty debate this evening by your applause. So at the end of my overview tonight, I'll present those topics to you. At the end of the debate, you will also choose which side you think won the debate, again, based on your applause. And how many, how many faculty members are here tonight? Can I have you clap? Can I hear your applause? Okay, students, how many students are here tonight? Can I hear your applause? Okay, Jim and Sarah, it's going to be an uphill battle, it sounds like, but I'm sure you're up to the task. Okay, during parliamentary debate, you will hear speeches that are arguments from each speaker. So we know that we have 4 speakers. The first 4 speeches are called constructive arguments because they construct the basis of what that team's position will be on the topic. You're also going to hear at the end of those 4 constructive arguments a rebuttal, a final, hit-it-home message from the leader of each team. And there is that element of interactivity that makes parliamentary debate, or as we call it affectionately, parley, so much fun. Instead of clapping, I will have you clap for your topic choice and your winner choice, but instead of clapping, you knuckle wrap your armchair or even the seat in front of you. Let's try that. Let's see if I can say something that will make you wish to show, like, here, I agree. This audience tonight is the best looking group of people in McHenry County. Okay. All right, the speaker on the stage is by far the most attractive individual in the room. All right, there is something called shame, where just somebody takes a cheap shot or delivers a low blow. Any speaker on the stage, any member of the audience can feel free to yell out shame, shame, as we just heard. So there is this fun level of interactivity, as I've just said. So don't forget, you have the right to shame. Here I love to tell a quick anecdote. Again, being a community college, we're open to all kinds of age levels, and I had a young girl who was 15 years old, homeschooled, competing on the speech team, and she was debating against another non-traditional student, although he was 40 years old, and she shamed him. And she was this little tiny diminutive 15-year-old girl, and he was this big 40-year-old mature man, and she said shame, and he turned around and looked at her, and his jaw hit the floor, and he couldn't recover, basically, and there was a win for our side. So it was a good blow to land in that case. All right, and I don't expect you to remember this, but I'm going to be in charge of keeping time tonight. So you're going to hear those 4 speeches. What we call the Prime Minister or the leader of the government will give their opening constructive argument. It's 7 minutes. Now, the next 3 speeches will be the same time length, 8 minutes. The leader of opposition will give their constructive argument. The member of government will also give a constructive argument, as will the member of opposition. And then, as I told you earlier, there will be 2 rebuttal speeches at the end.